down Park Avenue on that famous thoroughfare with their noses in the air, high hats and narrow collars, white spats and lots of dollars, spending every dime for a wonderful time. If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion sits, putting on the Ritz. Different types who wear a day coat, pants with stripes and cutaway coats, perfect.
This
fits.
is a message from the Australian.
Putting on the Ritz, strolling up the avenue so happy, all dressed up just like an English chappie, very snappy. Come, let's mix where Rockefellers walk with sticks and umbrellas in their mitts, putting on the Ritz. Zidandina, you really good, we know. Wow, 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 putting on the Ritz. Have you seen the well-to-do up and down Park Avenue on that famous thoroughfare with their noses in the air, high hats and narrow collars, white spats and lots of dollars, spending every dime for a wonderful time. If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion sits, putting on the Ritz. Different types who wear a day coat, pants with stripes and cutaway coats, perfect fits, putting on the Ritz. That's where each and every Lulu Bell goes, every Thursday evening with her swell bows. Rubbing elbows, come with me and we'll attend her jubilee and see them spend their last 2 bits, putting on the Ritz.
In government, have you witnessed a crime, cover-up or corruption in your government department? Have your internal complaints been ignored from the Australian government? Have you witnessed a crime, cover-up or corruption in your government department? Have your internal complaints been ignored and you're thinking of blowing the whistle? If so, our whistleblower laws are here to protect you. Just kidding. You'll be prosecuted, bankrupted and spend the rest of your life in jail. Lol. No, seriously, you're fucked. Like David, who blew the whistle on war crimes in Afghanistan, including the murder of children. An official inquiry confirmed the war crimes took place. The journo who published the war crimes got an OAM. The soldier who allegedly committed the war crimes got a medal. And the guy who helped reveal the war crimes, he's about to get life in jail. Cool and normal. As is Richard, who exposed how the ATO's debt collection practices were ruining people's lives. Both sought protection under our Public Interest Disclosure Act. Fools. The way the act works is simple. It doesn't. Because in the 10 years since we introduced it, the number of whistleblowers it's protected comes to approximately fuck all. And that's because whenever someone exposes our shitfuckery in the public interest, we come up with a bullshit reason to deny them protection. Take Richard. 3 inquiries confirmed his concerns. The ATO ceased the unethical practices, but we still prosecuted him for recording evidence of the misconduct before exposing it. How else was he meant to blow the whistle? He wasn't, silly. And David, we prevented him from using key evidence and witnesses to defend himself under the Act because, national security, thereby forcing him to plead guilty. And that is why the first person to face jail in relation to war crimes in Afghanistan isn't a war criminal, but the guy who exposed the war crimes. Some say this shows our whistleblower protection laws are broken. But we say, relax, they're protecting us and our mates from whistleblowers just fine. That's why they're called whistleblower protection laws. Duh. Cause remember, here at the Australian government, we're America's bitch. And that means keeping a lid on all the shitfuckery in the illegal wars we blindly follow America into, like Afghanistan. Which explains why we're prosecuting David and doing jack shit to bring Julian home. Cause as you can see, you can't spell shitfuckery fuckery without an S, a T, an F, and a U. And the best way of teaching those 4 letters to all the other would-be truth-tellers out there is by making an example of anyone who exposes said shit fuckery. But hang on, didn't we promise to strengthen whistleblower laws if you elected us? We did. And didn't our Attorney General just write a big essay about how he's restoring trust in government with integrity and blah blah blah? He did. While you wait, here's his latest review of our secrecy laws. Just don't read the fine print where it says he'll still prosecute whistleblowing if it undermines Australians' trust in government. Let's unpack that together. What he's saying is, if you knew what goes on here, you wouldn't trust us. So to make you trust us, we'll make sure you don't know what goes on here. Australian government. Ignorance is strength. Of course, if we were serious about earning your trust, we'd establish a whistleblower protection authority, like the one we promised in 2019. We'd fix our broken FOI access, hold public hearings under our new Anti-Corruption Commission, stop withholding documents from Parliament at an even higher rate than this guy, we'd bring Julian home, and of course we'd drop the prosecutions of whistleblowers like Richard and David. But why do all that when we can just write an essay about restoring trust in this government and pretend we're not just as big a piece of shit on secrecy as the previous one? Australian government. Authorised by the Department.
Jimmy on a beat, boy.
Okay, boomer, whatever you say, boomer. 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 B-O-O-M-E-R, please, your dusty mood don't vibe with me. You are old and so therefore I must say 10 for dinosaur. Hey, okay, boomer, whatever you say, boomer. Okay, boomer, whatever you say, boomer. Okay, boomer, whatever you say, boomer. Okay, boomer. Okie dokie, boomer.
Are we here? Did we make it? Did we make it?
No, I think I fell asleep on that intro.
Sorry, there was an extra minute and a half there. I apologize. But can you guys see us? T. Marcus said he couldn't see the stream. Can you hear us? Can you hear us? I think you can. I hope you can. Hi, guys.
Oh, no, it's being, he says that, or they say, they're hiding your live, which, yeah, they do that. They do it to Jimmy constantly. Like, I'll know Jimmy Dore is live, and I will go directly to my Twitter, or in my YouTube. It's nowhere in my notifications. And then I will type in Jimmy Dore, longhand, and go all the way to his page, and it won't show me anybody's live when I know he's damn live. And then you'll have to go to the live tab, click live, and oh, look, lo and behold, Jimmy's live. So, yeah, this is a new trick that the YouTubes are doing to us.
Well,
so
they're doing some
tooly
stuff.
To get smart about it.
Yeah.
Totally.
I mean, I'm waiting for him to take us all down. Hi, everybody. How's everybody doing tonight? Hey, Snow Leopard. Hi, Kate. What's going on? Barbara, good to see you. Rat Angel. Indie Left Media is in the house. Watch out. Popeye the Sailor is here. Let me see. Crazy Puppet's in the house, and I think he's typing Russian. Good for you, Crazy Puppet. It's Putin on the Ritz. Yes, that is a badass classic, I gotta say. It is for sure. Come, Shwari, Kate, good to see you. Midnight Karma is here, everybody. Salty's Digital Dive. Anthony, good to see you, Anthony. Kurt Boss. Oh, yes. We got, let me see, who else we got in here? Vic, how's it going, Vic? Good to see you, Vic. Deborah Grossbach. Sean Miller. I want to make sure I get everybody. The Empyrean. What's up? Yes, boomers we are, or at least I am. Let me see. Jax. Hello, Jax. Sean Miller. Chanda, I'm going to let you read those super chats. SFT. We've got Robert Templeton is in the house. Let me see. Who else do I? Becca C. Wow. There's just so many tonight. Wow, look at that. Look at that lineup. Steve G is in the house. You got the do you have the super chats there?
Yeah,
Shannon?
I got the super chats. I got to say, I like your wings. I'm glad you brought your wings with
I brought
you
my
tonight.
wings. Yeah, I hope
Maybe
it's
we
not
could
foreshadowing.
fly away. It's foreshadowing. Thank you so much for the super chats over on YouTube while we still have monetization, which I'm super thankful for. Let's see. T. Marcus says, yeah, they're hiding your lives. And Mad Face. Yeah, we are mad about that, as we are the most suppressed show you'll ever come into contact with.
Ever.
Yeah. Raise your fist, get mad. Jack says, hi, Shanda and Oz. Looking forward to the show. We got a great show. There's just so much that has happened with the clown car this week. Of course, the old folks home threw a party, also known as the State of the Union, and we're going to recap it. And we got so much to make fun of and so much to be scared of, but what are we going to do? You know, just laugh at it. What else can we do?
Yeah, that's all we can do. We've got a couple more people in here. Eric T. Red. I was on Eric's show last night.
Eric?
Yeah,
I
yes, thank you so
I was
much.
There.
Yes, you were. You did come in. I appreciate.
Oz's mic is hot, louder than Shanda. Oz has always been about 2 notches higher than
Okay,
you.
let's try this. See if this is better. I'm going to count backwards. 1, 2. Oh, that's forwards. 3.
See, but the
2,
problem
1.
is now I can't
3,
hear
2,
you.
1. Okay, a little bit higher. Now can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
Okay. Okay, I think you can hear me now. Gamer, retro gamer.
His mic is low. Okay, tell you what. I will turn my mic up and see. Did that help any? Oh, I'm beating out red. Hold on. Don't want to beat out red.
Peace Dove, Rick Solis,
better.
Jody. Hey, Jody, what's going on, Jody? Jody, I think I recognize that avatar, Jody. I think I friended you on the Twitter as well.
Everybody's got different names.
Yeah,
all
I
over
can't
the
keep
place.
up with
It's
everybody.
So hard to keep track. Okay.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Is that better? Mic check. 1 2 1 2. Okay, I think that's I hope I'm a little louder, guys. Let me know in the chat. I want to shout out to the Rokfin real fast. We got Fred Edwards hanging out over there with Krona Heresy. Hey, Crone. And Zoxo Vigs. Zox, you said something in the chat. Now I can't remember what it is. Oh, it's on the deck. The tweet Trump put out. Yeah, we're going to talk about it. You know we're going to talk about it. We have so much to talk about. Let's see. Shane Piper's hanging out over there, too. And Dirk Diggler. Hey, Dirk, what's up? Arab. Hi, Arab. What's up?
Arab.
Monday. You guys hang out on Monday, don't you?
We hang out
I
on
always felt
Sunday.
bad. I'm like, yeah, on Sundays. See, I'm
Yes, we
working all
hang out on
day
Sunday.
Sundays.
Yeah.
I am working my butt off on Sundays.
Yeah.
Kate's over there too. Kate's everywhere. And we got a Super Ray over here from Popeye. Popeye. Guys, I tried to sub. They wanted $149 up front. What is that Patreon thing? I could not find it anywhere. I feel left out now.
Oh,
my
I'm
gosh,
sorry.
I'm so sorry. And completely, but you know, I don't know where you would be charged $149
Yeah.
for Patreon. You can choose whatever Patreon you want to be at. So I will send you a link. It's also in our link tree to the Beauty and the Boomer Patreon. So I apologize. I don't know. We would never charge you $149 to hang out with us. And then we didn't even really I mean, you guys didn't miss much for the Patreon hangout. Who was there? Snorky had to buy his way through a back door to get to us.
Yeah, they really.
Because that's Snork. And then Kate, of course, Kate made it for half. But because we were watching the State of the Union and you can only run through YouTube Studio, or you have like 3 choices, and the only one we had was YouTube. I was worried we were going to take a copyright because we had ran Tucker's response, we ran the State of the Union, and it just wasn't worth it to the channel to take a hit for those copyrights when we only had 2 people that hung out for that stream. And basically it was just me and Oz just sitting here staring at it.
And Linda.
And Linda, oh yeah, Linda joined us too. So yeah,
Yes.
It wasn't a big deal. You guys didn't miss much. But hey, I did work out the kinks. I now know how to do the Patreon.
You're quite the engineer, Shanda. You're going
It's
to
a
be doing
win-win.
everything
Well,
one of these
I
days.
learned everything from you.
Oh no, you're a quick study. You just pick it up quick. Sinead, I hope I said that right, Sinead. Thank you for the super chat. Love to Oz, Shanda, and the beautiful chat. Yes, the chat is beautiful. And I did something special this week, Shanda. Look down here, all across the board here.
I know. It's so
yeah.
cool. Look.
Yeah, I this was suggested by a friend of ours, and who will remain nameless, and I think it was a great idea to layer the supporters of the show and the Patreons, and we did it.
We
and
had a lot of support over the years.
Yes, we have. We tried to get if you're not in there, please let us know. We'll get you in there. But yeah, lots of people from way back there. So,
but there's so many ways to help us out too, Oz. I mean, people have supported us financially, but so many have supported us with likes, shares, calling us, shouting us out on other channels. Like, you guys go above and beyond to get us out there, because we're so shadow banned. We appreciate it. So
we absolutely are.
Yeah. However you're supporting us, we thank you.
Big time. We really do appreciate it. And we do have one more way that you can help us out, which we've had for a few weeks now, but that is buy us a coffee. And you've got Shanda's Buy Me a Coffee and Oz's Buy, is it Ko-fi? It's Ko-fi for me, it's coffee for Shanda. Ko-fi. So yeah, that's that. And there were
cold chai tea. I've been here all afternoon.
I'll blink us on and off there. There it is right there. But I love that Trailer Park Pundit right in the middle of that. So it's very identifiable.
Great job. Thank you so much for making those.
Oh, yeah. You thanked me the other day, I appreciate you.
You're doing great work. They look beautiful.
Yeah, they do. They look nice. Crazy Puppet. Hi, chat. Gonna be getting high because last time Newland left office of U.S. Ambassador to NATO, we had 16-day wars after 6 months. Georgia, South Ossetia of 2008 because Russia had UN-mandated peacekeepers. Transnistria also had Russian peacekeepers. Sorry for the long text. Crazy Puppet. No problem. It's just that I can't read because I'm so old, but I wanted to put that out there for us.
I'm with you, Crazy.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. There you go. Thank you so much, and we appreciate that support greatly, Crazy Puppet. Thank you. Again, our supporters have enabled us to pay for our studios, both Shanna's mine, and our multi-stream account for the year, and that takes a big burden off our backs, believe me, and we certainly appreciate that very much. So yeah, it's inspiring too. Well, I guess we better kick this thing and get going because it's not
kick it.
It is not a small deck tonight. You brought this, Shanda. What's this all about? I
kept adding stuff at the last minute, like, this is funny. I have to bring this.
I think
we got a message from Biden. It was the best Biden we've seen all year, and this is just a little spoof on his dumpster fire.
It is, and it's not so spoofy. There he is with his ice cream cone. Thank you, Joe. We appreciate that.
Oh man, he was angry and evil this week. I mean, okay, so we had the State of the Union on Thursday. You and I sat through it. We watched it, and the one takeaway that you and I both took away was it's the same fucking speech that he's gave for the last couple of years, right?
Yeah, it wasn't a State of the Union. It was a campaign speech, and they were all held captive to listen to it. So
yeah, right. And it was more drumming for war and money for Ukraine. Never once did he mention the state of our actual fucking union, like
which is
the people
shitty.
of this country who are homeless, who inflation is killing the fucking middle class and the poors. None of that was mentioned. He threw a few healthcare tidbits in there, like, we're gonna Affordable Care Act. We're gonna give you guys lower prescription drug price.
We're gonna
$2,000. Fuck you! I don't spend $2,000 now, so that's not gonna help me. Access, they threw that access word around there. I really thought the funny thing was when he totally fictitiously pulled this money out of his ass that he's gonna give us all for mortgages.
Yeah.
like that's ever gonna happen.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for my $600. So, he didn't bring that last time. But it was and the Democrats are peeing themselves saying it's the greatest thing since sliced bread as usual.
Oh, we knew they would.
And that's what they do. That's what the parties do. But there are a lot of people out there calling it what it really is and how much dire straits we are. And we're on the verge of economic collapse and 3 wars and everything else. And they don't give a shit.
They don't give a shit about me or you or anybody in this country. Was there anything in there about infrastructure or fucking poisoning they're doing of us? How many more planes have crashed? And we're going to talk about the planes that have fucking keep falling out of the sky. But there was nothing that actually helps us, the fucking people that they talked about this week.
Come, Schwari Kate, threw us a super chat there. But Tom Hartman said Biden hit it out of the ballpark. You know what? I take on Tom Hartman all day long, and he's a smart guy, well written, well spoken. But on this point, there's no but. The only but here is Tom Hartman, and he's just going by the script that he gets sent out, like the rest of them every morning after something like that.
Out of the park? Was that a park that had?
How was it out of the park, Tommy?
Yeah. I just envisioned California, the parks down there. They're just full of homeless and tarp cities, and Biden hit it over the fucking Bidenville Park for sure.
Yeah, it should have been bowling because that was a major gutter ball.
What do you think? Do you think that psychiatrist signs Biden was medicated for the State of the Union performance?
Yes, I think he was. Oh, yeah.
And you got to admit, he hardly stumbled. I mean, he doesn't enunciate, and I'm guilty of that myself. But
well, yeah, he wasn't drooling, and he didn't have the stuff coming out of it. But which sometimes I have. Happy to be a boomer here for you. There's telltale signs that when we get older, we do things like I'll do this tongue thing, which is gross, on the side of my lip sometimes, and it's
their behaviors.
And you worked in nursing homes. You know some of the traits, and he has virtually all of them. And they had him shot up with something, so it's what it is. You brought a Babylon Bee here.
Shot up with more than just something. He had a cocktail. I'd probably liken it to whatever they were giving fucking Hitler during World War II.
Steve Wolfbrat hit us with a super chat, and Wolfie says Joe was high as a kite on speed.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, he sure the hell was, because he had verbal diarrhea after the thing too. He kept going. I think he probably had to sleep for a week after that. He's probably still in bed. So.
Well, did you see they were putting fences up around? So this is Babylon Bee that says White House explains security fences around Capitol is to keep president from wandering off the grounds during his speech. And, so crazy that they can fucking put. And I've been to DC. Of course, Amber and I've been there a couple times, and we went in March of 2020. Now there was no more lockdown place in the fucking world of March of 2020 than Washington D.C. It'll live in my mind forever, the shit I saw, right?
Oh, I know.
But we can't stop anything going on down at the border, but they can fucking fortify D.C. when they want to, man.
Yeah, it's fear. So but they're worried about some kind of insurrection happen, which there hasn't been an insurrection. We called that shit in real time. Remember, we were like, why haven't they brought in any security? Like the day before, we were on air talking about it. Well, yeah, they opened the gates, so it's just come on in, guys. Let's check it out. Bathroom's on the left, 3 doors down. So Jack's page super chat. They're going to replace Dementia Joe with Newsom. God, I hope they try.
Well,
I really hope they try.
Uncommitted, what you guys are voting for. So tell me again how voting for uncommitted is going to force the Democrats to stop the bombing in Gaza. Yeah, that's what I keep getting told, but I just laugh back and go, no, that just means you're voting for Michelle Obama or Newsom.
Yeah, that's what it's telegraphing to them. You really think the elections? I don't even go there. Well, what do you got here behind me? What do you got behind me?
Yeah, at least we are allowed to say that on YouTube. Remember, for 2 years
we couldn't say it. We couldn't say it.
Right?
Yeah. So.
This is when Biden and this is Marjorie Taylor Greene. Check this out. Play it again.
She's got
Watch his face.
Can they
now tell me
that?
He's not high, because if I saw that shit while I was high, I'd probably have this look on my face too. Oh shit!
It's all a big game. It's all a big game.
She was in full MAGA gear. If you didn't see her, she had a big old MAGA shirt on, a MAGA hat. She had flags that spun hanging off the back of her hat and shit. It was crazy. And then she calls him out during the whole speech. Remember, say her name, about what is it, Larkin Riley, the new law they just passed.
Yeah. It was convenient that he had her name on a pin next to him, wasn't it?
Yeah, he pulls it out. And he's all, "Oh, you mean this one?"
Yeah, which she gave to him before the. I don't trust any of this shit. It's cosplay. It has to be cosplay.
It was cosplay. And when you looked around that room, oh my God. Yeah, there was some senior discounts given out at dinner that night. I can
Holy
tell
shit.
you.
Yeah,
Holy
no, it's
shit.
crazy. What did I bring this? I
There's
can't
like no
remember.
young
I'm
people left.
having a senior moment. Remember, the longer we stand and clap like seals begging for fish, the less time Joe has to stand there and speak. Yeah, oh hell yeah. And oh hey yeah. Yeah, we were doing that.
Harris couldn't even bring herself to smile. She just, what did I tell you in the green room? I was like, wow, this is the most workout Harris's knees have gotten 4 years.
Jesus, she had the grumpy face going on. I loved it. It was
Wow,
she's just,
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
going to
yeah,
show
yeah.
everybody how to respect the office of president. Oh my God in heaven. You brought this one, Chanda. What's this?
Okay, so remember somebody interrupted the speech and we were like, we couldn't hear it in real time, but it was clear enough that we knew somebody was going to hear it.
Yeah, he
and
got
know what it
arrested.
was about,
Yeah.
right? He got arrested, but okay, so what it was Steve Nick Yu was arrested and charged with a misdemeanor for interrupting Biden tonight, shouting Abbey Gate, a United States Marine, after his son was killed at Abbey Gate during Joe Biden's withdrawal from Afghanistan. Now, can I point out here that Victoria Nuland went bye-bye this week, right? We covered it over on the trailer park. But who replaced Victoria Nuland? The same asshat that was in charge of our withdrawal from Afghanistan.
Oh, great. That's really handy. Yeah, just recycle these assholes through there. So let me.
He's next in line.
Let me play this while you queue up. Crazy Puppet dropped another super chat, but I'll play this while you're looking at it.
Safe, and America's safer today than when I took office.
Oh,
The year before I took office, murder rates went up 30%. 30% they went up. The biggest increase in history. It was then, through my American Rescue Plan, which every American voted against, I might add, we made the largest investment in public safety ever. Last year, the murder rate saw the sharpest decrease in history. Violent crime fell to one of its lowest levels in more than 50 years. But we have more to do.
Yeah, you got a lot more to do.
Yeah, I understand why this dad was screaming.
Yeah, he doesn't give a shit. He got arrested.
Messy, fucked up withdrawal from Afghanistan. You know, Trump wanted to, but they wouldn't let him. But okay, we need to move our money laundering operation over to Ukraine, so we're gonna do that.
Yeah, we got another war queued up, so let's let it go.
Exactly. Let me grab these the super chat. Let's see. Is there one? Did we get Jack's? Jack says. Yeah, they're going to replace them with Newsom. I got that one. And Crazy Puppet says, to add to the fire, Moldova has a Russian nationalist as president with a breakaway Transcarpathia with Russia peacekeepers 2008 rerun ? We see a lot of reruns, and that's because our CIA has been controlling our foreign policy for so long, and they just keep playing the same playbook over and fucking over.
Right in our face, the same playbook, and people are just so TDS to death in their head that they're not paying attention. They're not paying attention. And also, I didn't see the camera hit Gabriel Shipton at all at this the other night.
Not once. You and I watched all of it looking for Gabriel. That was the whole thing, right? It was like spot Gabriel. Did any of you see him in real time? Let me know if you did, because everybody was watching on different channels. We watched on, Politico, which was funny. They only had 6,000 watching over there. But anyways, so Gabriel did tweet out, because everybody was asking. It was an honor to be at Rep. Thomas Massey's guest last night at the State of the Union. I sat directly in front of the president and met many supportive Congress members. I was able to talk to the parents of imprisoned Wall Street Journal journalist, who is that, Evan Gershkovich, and convey my sympathy for the plight of their son. So that's good. Yeah. I'm glad that there was a few whistleblowers there.
Yeah, I am too.
Whistleblowers. But you think Biden gave two craps? No, he was so high, he didn't even know who was there.
He didn't even know where he was. But, people will dispute that, so. But maybe he did. Yeah. Maybe they got him enough adrenochrome directly into his brain, adrenochrome, that he could do that. Now, you brought... President Obama?
Well, okay, so what were the themes of the State of the Union? Well, first, right off the bat, it was Ukraine, and shame on you if you don't support them. You're evil if you don't support them. And then we rolled right into women's reproductive rights.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
like they always do, because that's why the Dems beat the drum. And what did Biden say that night? He said, I will secure women's rights. Something like that. Basically the same bullshit line they always say, how they're going to secure it. They're going to
Campaign rhetoric.
protect it. Campaign rhetoric that we get every 4 years. Every 4 years they pull women's reproductive out of the closet, dust it off, and throw it at you. And other than that, they don't do shit to defend it.
Let's hear this is Obama from 2020.
The president is sign the Freedom of Choice Act. Well, the first thing I do as president is sign the Freedom of Choice Act. That's the first thing that I do. Now, the Freedom of Choice Act is not my highest legislative priority.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Well, the first thing I do as president is sign the Freedom of Choice Act. That's the first thing that I do. Now, the Freedom of Choice Act is not my highest legislative priority. Well, the first...
Of course. We know it. We know it. I just wanted to remind people, you know, I get so sick and tired of this. Oh, but you have to vote for female reproductive rights. That's what's on the ballot. Like, no, that's not what's on the ballot.
No, it's not. And they're gonna lie. They're gonna always lie. You can count on politicians lying because they should change.
And there's some young girl, college-age girl, who thinks it's absolutely true, and they're horrified that they're coming for their choice, right?
Yeah.
That's how they get us sucked into that social, liberal, conditioned fucking alley that so many of us stay into, well into adulthood.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And I see you brought one of my most disliked, Brooklyn Dad Defiant.
I know you like him. So Tucker Carlson apparently is pushing a bogus conspiracy theory that President Obama is secretly gay. Here's what I say. Obama inspired and touched us all. It was almost like he was inside of all of us.
Oh,
Even
Jesus.
if he is gay, I still want him inside me.
What the
How about you?
fuck? What is that shit? Oh, my God.
I'm embarrassed even reading that.
It is. It is.
Gross. So, do you know what the white? Remember, half of those asshats were wearing white on Thursday.
Yeah, what was the deal with that? It wasn't lime
so
green. It was white.
No, it was for reproductive health. And then there was a bunch of them wearing blue, and I knew what the blue was for, but now I can't remember. That's how impressed I was with it. But there was
so reproductive health. What about just universal health care for everybody? That will take care of everything.
No, access. They're going to make sure you have access to the Affordable Care Act.
Access is bullshit. Access is just rhetoric, and it's all about, are you going to get access in rural areas? How hard is it for you to get in the hospital now, Chanda? I mean, it's impossible.
Hey, I've been trying to get a doctor for a long, long time. You guys know this, like years, 10 years. Anyways, I turned my paperwork in this week, and they said
congratulations.
that I could call in a couple of weeks and see if I can get with a doctor in a couple of months. So,
oh, that's great. Did they give you a cookie?
Fingers crossed I don't die before years go by and I actually get a doctor. But it won't be a doctor. It'll be a PA or a resident in training. But
well, anymore, if you get something, it's something.
I know.
So.
I'm willing to take whatever.
Yeah.
Like.
Now you brought this one up here. What Teddy? Is this Teddy? Does he have something to say?
This is your Fox News cream of bullshit. Yeah, Teddy. He was all up in a huff after the State of the Union.
Okay, well let's give him a listen. I'm going to kick it up a notch too. So here we go.
Look, what was amazing, he almost never smiled the whole speech. He was literally just yelling, and he was pissed. And this was a speech that was delivered to the squad. This was a speech that was trying to bring Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren and AOC back on the team. And the rest of America, he just didn't care. Look, inflation. People are hurting with inflation, and what did he tell them? No, you're not. You're wrong. You're just stupid if you think that the cost of rent is higher, that the cost of your mortgage is higher, that the cost of food is higher. You're just too dumb. You don't understand how good the economy really is. Look, people at home, they know the truth on that. When it came to crime, he just flat out created an alternative reality. Crime is down, murders are down, everything is hunky-dory. Listen, the people who are living with crime day to day, they know that's not true. And I got to say, there was no portion of the speech that was more through the looking glass than on immigration. Did Joe Biden acknowledge the 10.4 million illegal aliens he's led into this Cruz? No.
Thank you. I think people would rather hear you than Ted.
I don't want to have to agree with Ted frickin' Cruz, but When he's telling truths, it's truth. It was an angry speech, and he did not address the things that the American people are going through, and they did gaslight us. How many times did he tell us the economy was great? 3 or 4 fucking times, and you've got the
If not
squad
more.
of progressives out there telling us wages are on the rise, so everything's going to be fine. Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, it sucks, but Ted's right about that.
Well, here's another one, and this actually, honestly, Chanda, what he said in this is pretty accurate. I gotta say, but you brought this, right?
Oh, Trump says the pandemic no longer controls our lives. The vaccine that saved us from COVID are now being used to help beat cancer. They're beating cancer with the vaccine, and turning setbacks into comebacks. You're welcome, Joe. 9-month approval versus 12 years. That is what has taken you. Yeah, you know.
That's not what I was talking about. That's definitely bullshit in my opinion. But RFK Jr. Is this RFK Jr. in his State of the Union?
Okay, so remember when Trump was going to get all the experts to take care of this shit because people were actually getting him to look at some of the vaccine stats way before COVID, right? And so just go ahead and let it play. I didn't know this actually.
Okay. Is this something that's going to get us punked or no?
No.
Okay. Let me kick it over.
That the people who are normally put in charge of these agencies, and this was what Trump did too. You know, Trump came in and he promised to drain the swamp, and then, you know, he named me as head of the Vaccine Safety Commission, and I.
Oh, shit.
Did you know he was head of the Vaccine Safety Commission?
The people who are normally put in charge of these agencies, and this was what Trump did too. You know, Trump came in and he promised to drain the swamp, and then, you know, he named me as head of the Vaccine Safety Commission, and I started that function. I met with Fauci, I met with Collins, and was putting together that, you know, project. And then when that news got out, Pfizer gave $1 million contribution to Trump, and Trump appointed 2 Pfizer's hand-picked candidates, Alex Azar, to run HHS, and Scott Gottlieb, who was a partner of Pfizer, to run FDA. And, you know, Gottlieb came in there, did an $88 billion gift to Operation Warp Speed for Pfizer, and then left to join Pfizer board and collect his payoff. So, you know, that is the swamp. And,
so you go ahead and kill it.
You know,
I just brought this
people
as
come
an
in
example.
wanting to change it, but they get intimidated by these
Trump
big
does.
agencies, and they...
Yeah, it's killed.
Trump promises good people. I mean, we saw a lot of people around him that are promising, right? Not good people, but promising people. And he says, oh, yeah, I'm going to put you in that spot. But then when he actually got elected, that's not what happened. The neocons came in. They filled his fucking cabinet with the likes of Barr and, you know, and I see this happening all over again if Trump actually is elected. And I feel like so many people are going to fall for it and get duped. Like, oh my gosh, she's talking to Tulsi, and you know, I just felt don't fall for it, guys. He's going to.
Well, you know, but Chanda, you know, if they install Biden again, you know what you're going to get. It's like Obama. They're just, you know, they're going to let Citigroup put in his cabinet.
Oh, I get the chaos theory.
I do too. I do too. Yeah. It's a crapshoot with Trump though, because he's kind of a loose cannon, and that's the only good thing I would say. And that's a horrible.
If he was really a loose cannon, he would have locked her up.
Well, yeah, he should have, and he, you know, but he could. Just there's so many things he could.
Julian Assange.
If he pardoned Julian Assange, he would be a hero. You know, he would be a hero.
He would have been, and he was almost there. There's lots of people out there saying we had him this freaking close. We thought he was going to do it, and then those swamp creatures that I'm talking about came in and said, "You can't do that because then we're going to keep impeaching you." You know.
Is this Aaron Burnett?
Oh, who is this?
I don't know. Chad, is that Aaron Burnett?
No, it's not Aaron Burnett. It's not Aaron Burnett.
It's what's her name? Okay, let me hit it. Let me see what we got here.
I have to start with the news today with you, Director Brennan, that
it's Brennan.
Some version of our intelligence analysis will there's a plan for Trump to start getting that while he's under criminal prosecution for mishandling.
So they're going to start briefing
Can you
Trump.
explain what this is and what you think is likely to happen?
Anna Nicole, it's somewhat surreal that an individual who is under indictment for mishandling classified information is going to be getting classified intelligence briefings. But this traditionally is provided to the candidates for president by the sitting president.
Coming from the CIA director.
The administration to offer that to Donald Trump. Now, I'm pretty certain that my former intelligence colleagues will provide briefings that are not going to do any type of damage to sources and methods.
Oh my God!
Whatever. Trump that he could misuse. But they will provide analytic overviews and briefings about some of the world's hotspots. Letting Donald Trump know what the assessments are at this point. So I think it's going to be analysis that will be devoid of the sources and methods, the sensitive things that we are most concerned about, the types of things that were in all those documents that he had in the bathroom and other areas in Mar-a-Lago. But I do think it makes sense. Now, it's a question about whether or not Donald Trump will accept the briefings.
But Hillary had no ill
intent, he probably will disparage them.
Oh my God!
Disparage U.S. intelligence officers as well as U.S. intelligence itself for so long, over so many years.
Disparage U.S. intelligence? You mean disparage spooks, CIA spooks, like that?
We're just gonna give him like a cartoon version of what's going on in the world. Don't
this
worry
isn't
about it.
new.
He'll be briefed on the hot spots.
This isn't new. Once you have the apparent or the candidate who's running for president, they give them that ability to see these briefings because they could be the next president.
He's obviously the Republican nominee. He's obviously. There's
he's been obviously until I had to mea culpa on DeSantis not being it. But I that's nothing new, and they're making it out like this bad thing coming from Brennan, the CIA spook in chief himself, or ex-CIA chief.
He's right there that Bernie Sanders had fucking turned over all of his delegates in 2016. He's the one that dug up that dirt on Bernie's wife. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Jane. Oh, yeah. I brought this meme, and you brought the video. These 8 women said Joe Biden sexually harassed and assaulted them, and I believe them all. And I personally, we know Tara personally. Do you know anybody else in there?
No, Tara's the only one I've met.
Oh, okay. And what's the video you got
but
next to?
I absolutely believe her. 100%.
I do too.
Okay.
Go ahead.
This is Biden, and I think he might be talking to. I don't know. I don't remember who he's talking to, but he says, remember the roofs? He gave that speech.
Oh yeah. The lasers.
Catching fire. He brings it up again, and he says the roofs didn't burn certain color. It's so weird. Tell me this is a CIA. I mean, it says C-SPAN, but is this an AI spoof? Like, why is he talking about this at the State of the Union? Like, it must have freaked him out.
Yeah, let's take a look at this. This is
the Jewish space lasers freaked him out, man. By the way,
those places that were good roofs, they didn't burn.
Well, he says those places with good roofs didn't burn.
You know what?
The helicopter flying over.
He said it like he was ordering an ice cream cone. Hey, can I have the one with the little colored flings in it, the candies?
I think it must have really melted his mind, though, because he's mentioned it in public now twice. We've caught him saying this. So, hey, you might want to get a good one.
Yeah. The trainers, they need to get a hold of them. What, are we switching gears, or what is this here?
Oh, so let's talk about the economy. They told us the economy was fucking great over and over and over in that speech. It's all in your head that you're paying $8 for a jug of mayonnaise and $6 for a tiny thing of ketchup. That's all in your head. So this is some young girls out shopping with mom. I just thought it was cute, the reality of it.
Welcome to the real world.
So girls, what have we learned about grocery shopping? I don't want to be an adult.
I don't want to be an adult either. Is it too late?
And I still can't even buy this. And it's 3 pieces of chicken. An hour of working doesn't buy me one thing of chicken at all. I'd be lucky if I got 2.
All that, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone else, that is called Bidenomics.
Bidenomics.
That is called Bidenomics, and we are very proud of Bidenomics.
We're very proud of Bidenomics.
Yeah, so for an hour's worth of work, you get 3 pieces of chicken.
She couldn't even get that, right? And it's not even real chicken. We all know what's in that fucking chicken. That's all printed meat, ugh.
Yeah, and this was a real treat. As a matter of fact, we doubled it up in the deck. Remind me to skip it down below because I've got it in the deck twice.
Well, you knew I was gonna bring it. Anytime
I didn't see it,
and Grimm, I'm gonna do it.
I should have seen it. I should have expected it. But we wanna open this up by letting Ryan have a couple of words here.
Yeah, I'll let him have a couple of words.
And let's have Crystal have her say in response to that. Oh, Crystal.
It is an incredible tragedy because, before Gaza, I was out there saying, listen, it's not just a lesser two evils vote. If you look just at antitrust and you look just at labor.
And just at wages. Like, wages now are growing faster than prices.
And bullshit.
If you care about...
And especially at the lower end.
If you care about checking corporate power...
at the lower end.
The people he put in place in key, positions have done a great job, and they've been aggressive, and it's been groundbreaking, and it's been a real break from the Clinton-Obama Democratic Party,
God.
and that's wildly better than,
wildly better
union busters in at the end.
And they got permission to say that, or at least Crystal did too, and that was a bald-faced lie.
They got the orders to say that.
And Grimm was that's an absolute lie. What he said there was with the wages that's bullshit.
And he had to say it twice, too. Oh, yeah, they're on the rise, especially the poors. The poors are getting more money because we have to give them more money because everything costs so damn much.
Yeah, I think the opener is better for Ryan that we played. That's much better. What do you got?
Do the other one. I got a couple of those, but some of those we take strikes for.
Yeah, we do. I have to keep an eye on it. What is this? What's going on here? What is this?
The banks are doing just fine, right? Don't notice, don't look over here. Everything's fine, even though the regional banks are secretly slipping under, and nobody's really noticing it.
I noticed it. Matter of fact, this morning there was an alert that I don't know which bank's closing, or they're laying off people right and left. Not that I give a shit.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. These regional banks, they're keeping them afloat enough that it's not a major run on the banks. Like, oh, don't panic, but they're slipping away.
Yes, Steve Wolfbrandt. Subscribe to Eric T. Red's YouTube channel, MC/DC, the 11 Demands. And that was the show I was on yesterday. I probably didn't say the whole thing. I apologize, Eric. It was a very fun conversation. You can check it out. It was from last night. So here we go. Let's go with the banks. Here we go.
Quick update on the next banking collapse in case you haven't been paying attention. New York Community Bank had a really weird after-hours movement again today. I'm sure it's nothing. This is the daily chart for NYCB. This is the giant drop that first raised the alarm bells. But then everything was fine after that until another giant drop or two. And now here we are just treading water down in the $3 range. If we zoom out even further, they're down from a high of about $13. And if we zoom out even further, this right here was the banking collapses that happened last year. Just to illustrate that the weakness that caused those banks to collapse is probably not the same type of weakness that is causing regional banks right now to look a little shaky. They just did a $1 billion rescue deal with other investors. But don't worry, the news wants you to know that this is not indicative of a bank run. Everything's fine. Their new CEO is working on a new business plan. Things are so fine that they fired their old CEO, brought in this new dude, emergency, to fix everything. He's going to have a new plan ready by, what, April? Yeah, by late April. It's going to be good. Besides, they have an insider from the Trump administration that was in charge of the comptroller of the currency in charge now, so it's all good. There's nothing to worry about. The economy's doing great. Your groceries are cheap. The national debt is just fine. Inflation is totally under control. Don't worry about any of it. Have a nice day.
Yeah.
Nice day.
Yeah, I've got some swampland in Arizona to sell you too. I think many of these banks are ready to collapse, and they're doing everything they can to stop it. But they want them to collapse, right?
No, yeah, and I predicted this. If you were paying attention to me in January and the mid-February when we saw the Rothschilds, right around the same time that Jacob Rothschild passed, pull their assets. They stopped banking or stopped backing the national banks. And we knew that it wasn't going to be a major collapse. I mean, if you're listening to those that are, really paying attention to this, they were going to get money and they were going to get, bailed out in some aspects. And that's what we're seeing. I think that's what we're seeing with these.
Yeah, I think it is too. I couldn't pass this up because I'm working on a little special presentation with Walter, Jeff Dunham, Angry Walter. And there's Angry Biden there up on the top. And so I'm not sorry. And but I want to keep going on this issue of the 14.8 million jobs this administration has supposedly created. Companies that have laid, this is from today, I got this from today, companies that laid off employees or are closing this year include a range of well-known names across various industries. Some notable examples are T-Mobile experienced a net decrease with no further company-wide layoffs anticipated. Salesforce cutting 7,000 jobs. Masterlock 325 permanent jobs. Intel laid off over 300 employees. Tyson Foods 2,200 job losses. That's a biggie. Of course, you know, they've been
jobs too.
they've been barbecuing their plants for the last couple of years, so that does cut down on places to work. Yellow, this is big. Yellow, and that's I think Yellow. At 30,000 jobs. Is that all truck drivers, including office personnel? And then Netflix, 150 workers, 2% of its workforce. Additionally, other companies like Macy's, we know about this, Wayfair, Bosch, Citigroup, Google, Unity Software, GDI, Integrated Facility Service, Twitch, and many more have announced significant layoffs this year. Furthermore, companies like Amazon and UPS, 12,000 jobs, I know that figure. Google, Citigroup, Microsoft, Salesforce, eBay, and others have initiated layoffs in 2024. The tech industry has also seen notable layoffs in companies like Intrinsic Alphabet's robot software firm and Greenlit reducing their workforce. Moreover, firms like Deutsche Bank are planning significant layoffs to boost profitability. Greed. And then this came in this morning too. Levi Strauss & Company lay off over 140 employees in San Francisco and their San Francisco headquarters. So people working for Levi Strauss, San Francisco, 140. That's 140 people that are going to be out of a job and not going to be able to pay their rent or their house rent. They're not creating shit. These are all cooked numbers that are coming out of the White House. And, you know, you should really look at how they count these jobs in the first place. You know, part-time jobs, summer jobs, seasonal jobs, all that crap. I'm calling bullshit on all of it. And we'll try and keep you up to date on these layoffs and stuff. I know it's kind of a buzzkill, but I'm just pushing back on their rhetoric about how they're doing such a great job and their economy's booming. Prices are going down. Well, they're going down from being, 4 times higher to what it was prior to 2019, and they're coming down a quarter of that. That's horse crap. So again, you know, forget it. And I got a little long-winded there, Chanda, but I'm passionate about that. So once again, I brought this meme because I love this. It calls it. So don't you think that Israel is our puppet master these days, Chanda?
These days has been since the beginning days.
Yeah. When do you think that's going to end? When do you think we're going to stop doing that? Never?
We're a big smoldering pile of ashes. I mean,
yeah, I think that's it too. And you brought this one.
I did.
Yeah, that's nice. United States.
It says the United States is Israel's occupied territory for 60 years.
Oh, yeah, you did. You brought that, and it goes great with that last one. You've got this one right here.
Let's see. Oh, this is Representative
Chucky Fleischman or whatever his name is.
Fleischman.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! If you haven't seen this, what a vile POS! This is Code Pink chasing him in the halls of Congress, and this is what he has to say about his unwavering support for Israel.
I just want to know where Fetterman was with his little Israeli flag. Was he walking behind him?
Palestinians. I will never support a Palestinian myself.
Why do you support the genocide and all of the war crimes and collective punishment? Are you concerned about all the children?
Let me make it clear. Let me make it clear. Israel is our ally. Will always be our ally.
Even if they commit war crimes?
They are not guilty of genocide, and I will support Israel forever.
Israel will stay your ally, even though they commit
genocide. Even that's your term.
Can you explain?
Your term. They kill 30,000 kids. That is to the Israeli people on Let me tell you a statistic.
Yeah, please.
Israel will exist. The Jewish state will exist.
That's not a
It will
statistic.
always
That's
exist,
not what we're,
and that is for
that
God
has absolutely
to do
nothing to do with what we're saying.
And I will always support Israel.
Genocide, sir.
I will always support Israel, and you can tell the Palestinians I will
I
never
am a
support
Palestinian
them.
myself.
Then I will tell you,
Then say
I will
to my
never
face.
support you.
Yeah.
I will tell you to your
And
face.
you want my cousins
Goodbye
to
to
die.
Palestine. Goodbye to
Goodbye to
Israel.
Palestine?
Goodbye to Palestine. We will support Israel forever.
So you are comfortable
So
with...
just FYI, this guy just said goodbye to
Always
Palestine.
support
Yes.
Israel.
So you just said goodbye to Palestine. So you are
Goodbye.
saying you are comfortable with the murder of thousands of children.
The Jewish people will never
You are
suffer
not
again
answering the question.
under Palestinian terrorism, under Hamas, under Hezbollah.
What about
Israel will be secure
30,000
forever.
innocent
And God bless
civilians?
Israel forever.
Thank you for...
Everyone wipe Palestine off the earth, yeah?
God bless Israel forever.
So vile, so vile. Why is that man representing any district in the United States? He obviously represents Israel.
Tennessee, you
Very
get
gross.
what you pay for. I mean, it's
Yeah,
just, it's her.
Tennessee.
It's yeah. I mean, come on,
Well,
guys.
okay, go
really?
back.
Go back. Okay,
We missed
I'll
one.
go back.
Yeah, I want to talk about this because
yeah.
this is what
Sorry.
they always do, right? So, bullets found at the Gaza flower massacre site or Israel's stampede claim. Okay, so here it is. A preliminary investigation by the Euro-Mediterranean Human Rights Monitors affirmed that the bullets that killed and wounded hundreds of Palestinians waiting for food aid are the same type that are fired by Israel troops' guns.
Well, who were they trying to say? Who shot them? Who shot them?
They were
It
trying
was.
to say they were shooting each other for food. Like, we're supposed to believe that shit. And
Bullshit.
then they didn't even lie about it that well. Like, it was so fucking blatant. They just don't even care. It's so in our faces now what they're doing.
Yeah, they don't care because they're going to do whatever they want, and that includes genocide. So it is genocide. Hey, AOC, it's genocide. Say it. Say it.
The word.
What do you got here?
Khaleesi, I don't know. Breaking, Israel drops leaflets on Gaza wishing a happy Ramadan and reminding them to feed the needy. Zionism is a cancer on humanity.
Oh, hell yeah. Abso-frickin-lutely.
Feed the needy. How many? Okay, so the last few weeks we've seen so many Palestinian children literally starving to death.
Starving to death.
Straight out of Auschwitz.
Yeah,
and,
starving to death.
They drop leaflets saying, remember to feed the needy.
Yeah,
they have no fucking food. Like,
yeah,
it's insane.
The American public has been propagandized into being insensitive to just about anything like this. This is horrific shit. My parents would just be going crazy watching this happening. But,
yeah, but they want to scream and cry and teach you about history and would you shelter Anne Frank?
Oh, yeah,
But when
I know.
it comes to this, they're totally blind to it, the hypocrisy. It turns my stomach, Oz, honestly. I mean, as a human being, how can you be so fucking vile to just negate a whole entire people's right to fucking exist?
Yeah, they're projecting again. Asel Rad, you brought this as well. You wrote most of this deck, so I'm just going to defer to you on a lot.
Okay, so the problem is not boosting aid, right? We got told this during the State of the Union. Oh my God, we're getting aid in there. And the fact that Israel is preventing aid into Gaza and starving people as a weapon of war. Biden has the power to stop Israel. Instead, he quietly sends more weapons, and it's a choice that this is a publicity stunt. And yeah, the aid we're seeing drop, publicity stunt. We know this.
Well, let's check it out.
I think this is just a short. These are all the trucks waiting today. The aid that could be
here at the border.
But
in
Biden won't
Rafah
call
to go into Gaza.
Netanyahu
That
if
is
they open
starving.
the
These
gate.
trucks are badly needed inside, and they're not moving because the system is completely broken. It's been so since the beginning. Not one day has there been the 500 trucks crossing into Gaza that is needed from Rafah and over Kerem Shalom.
So
who's stopping them? Who is it? IDF? Are they standing there?
Yeah, the IDF, Israel is stopping them, and they're telling Egypt, no, and nobody can come in, right? Everybody has to go through them. They have 100% control. So because the U.S. Public is getting very pissed off about this, and politicians are getting chased down. Did you see Biden got screamed down on stage today?
Yeah,
He did. And
yeah, I did
so
see that.
Now they're trying to they let CNN report on it. Oh my gosh, look at these atrocities.
Oh yeah, and it's
we're dropping aid, we're sending aid, we're dropping aid, and now they're gonna build this port, right? So here's the aid dropping. So Gaza, several Palestinians have been killed by airdrop humanitarian aid. By the humanitarian aid, yes. Watch these drops behind me. Some of them, the parachutes don't open, and the aid just falls to the ground, killing people.
Oh, you got to be kidding me, man!
No, you'll see the ones that don't. The parachutes aren't open because they're going so much faster. There you go. What is that? A pallet that weighs, half a ton?
Yeah. Holy crap.
Here, we're saving you. Catch your aid. I mean, that is...
I didn't realize that. I didn't know that they were having that. I mean, the stuff that's supposed to help you get through this is killing you too. So I can't say what I would do. I don't know what I would do in all this stuff. But I certainly would do something to take...
Get you the aid will.
Well, they should not be stopping those trucks from getting in there. At all. And
Biden could stop this with one damn phone call. With Blinken with one damn phone call. But none of them will frickin' do it, right? It's like Netanyahu's got some secret silent power over all of them.
Well, yeah, I would just call him and say, hey, Bibi, asshole, we're cutting off all aid right now. No more money. Either open that up, that's it. You were done. That's all I have. Yeah, nothing. And they should stop the money and the bombs anyway. But
protests going right now in Tel Aviv, and they're demanding the resignation of Netanyahu. And it looked like it was getting kind of violent earlier before we went live.
That's what it's going to take. Those people over there, they're going to have to really push back hard. I don't know what else to say.
Which is so hard when 70-80% of them are Zionists. Have you seen the statistics?
Yeah, I know. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. Hell, you brought this just in.
Yeah, so the Biden mentioned this in his chat or in his speech. Now, it got announced earlier that day, and I kind of was like, I don't know if I buy this. Biden to announce U.S. military-led mission to build a port on Gaza's coast to boost aid. Okay, here, Gaza, we're coming in, and we're going to build you a port, wink, wink, and it's going to be for you. We won't control it. This is
by the time everybody starved to death, 2 years down the road? This is all bullshit.
This is strategic. No, this is strategic. Well, they've already deployed 1,000 U.S. troops to go over and start building this offshore port for Gaza and aid.
Yeah. Well.
And why? Because they want control over those waters in
that
area.
Do.
Because
absolutely.
They're fucking gas rich, and we all know it. And
everybody wants a slice of that pie. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
They want a slice of the pie. Snarky! Snarky! How you doing, Snarky? Snarky with the super chat. The French resistance starting in August of 1941. We don't say that the French occupation started then, so we shouldn't say the war started on October 7th. Anybody with half a brain is not going to say the war started on October 7th. That was people trying to draw attention to the horrific thing that's been happening to those people for years, and once again, it's got to stop. And this lame ass president we have and our Congress, they're in cahoots with Israel, and they're going to make sure that they let them accomplish their mission, which is to wipe it out and take it all over. What do you got here? What's this? Never call Israel a Jewish state?
This is, never call Israel a Jewish state. It isn't. It's a Zionist experiment. Israel represents Zionism, not Judaism. The difference is substantial. It is substantial as a Jew.
Yeah.
And this is what the MREs that we're dropping look like. This is what we expect to sustain. Sending them our poison.
Expired army food?
Yeah.
Oh, great. Tabasco.
And look, it's so expired and
Yeah, they don't. They want to ban
we're just using them as our
TikToks.
dumping ground. Here's all our old bombs, and here's all our old food.
They're emptying out their pantry of all the outdated military rations, which is shit. So yeah, again, it's insane. Now you
skip 35 just for time.
so that's okay.
I'll take that to my show. That's the
Okay, that's a good one to go to your show. What do you got here? You got Shmooly here. What's going on with Shmooly?
Shmooly will never go away. Oh my gosh. Somebody, I don't know who made this. This is America's Rabbi. I don't know. If it has music, kill it. There's a couple of them. I think I muted them. So
Okay, let me know when I can stop it. It's particularly long.
You know I was so bad at fighting anti-Semitism because for 2,000 years after being subjected to this deadly, mortal,
you can cut it when you get sick of it, which will happen very soon.
Maybe there is something wrong with us.
You see this yarmulke? It means that I represent something. I'm an ambassador.
Because you know what, Guido, we're tired of disgusting pigs who say Jews love blood, we love to murder, we love to kill.
Even the UN, that might even hate Jews more than you guys do, was forced to finally admit it. Women were raped on October 7th, you despicable Jew hater, Jewish anti-Semite.
400 women shot in the genitals, their breasts cut off as terrorists played with their bloody breasts like a football.
Glory, hallelujah!
Maybe there is something wrong with us.
To the listeners, that blood is gushing from their backsides. They're better off. You know what it is?
But that the hostages who continue to be held, about 150, about half of them women, continue to be sexually assaulted even right.
All right, I can't give this guy another inch.
He will not go away either. But who remembers him from these days when he was Michael Jackson's personal fucking rabbi and sex therapist? Yeah.
Yeah, Jax Page super chat. Oh, she mispronounced his name. It's Schmuckley. You know what, Jax? That's too kind. The guy, I don't know, sociopath, psychopath. They all fit this guy. He's wicked crazy, and he is a blight on society.
He makes Amber Heard look sane.
Oh my God! What's it? Oh, this is nice.
Rob Kennedy hanging out with his two testicles. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's terrible. I mean, Kennedy really. Oh, he screwed the pooch on that big time. But I'm glad it exposed him. You brought this. Oh, that's a very horrendous meme there. New World Order.
Jilly Love sent me that. Jilly.
Oh my God.
A lot of the deck to me today. So
boy, that's mixed signals all the way, big time.
Oh, that's the way it always is. So Sweden officially joins NATO, becomes the 32nd member. So there you are. Like we didn't call that one.
Yeah, it's definitely not a good thing at all. But it's more, they're trying to do it there, trying to get everybody.
Oh, I love this next one. Guess what? They militarized the subway in New York.
Yes, I saw that this week. I know many of our chatters saw this. Hochul called out her own personal brown shirts, and that's the National Guard, right?
That's what I call them. Her shirts. They're brown shirts.
Okay, here we go.
They're going to search bags? Randomly. There is a statistical. What happens if you don't want your bag searched?
I like the way you look. I'm going to search your bag.
We're not going to search you. You can say no, but you're not taking the subway.
What? You know
You're
what?
Not taking the subway. You can say no, but
they should
at an all new level. They're stopping and frisking the whole goddamn city.
They shouldn't be able to do that. And New Yorkers, you guys better stop that shit, because talk about slippery slope. That's the worst. That is the worst.
They're begging for it, right? Crime's so bad, immigration, crime. Please protect us. They always make you beg for the authoritarian measures that they're going to dump out on you, and that's exactly what they're doing here, And you hear the Democrats, it's so refreshing to see a Democrat being tough on crime.
Oh, my God. Oh, well, statistics don't support. This is from Dev Decker. So Hochul has already confirmed that the statistics don't support the need for a military presence. This isn't in service of safety. This is what conditioning the public to accept encroachment on civil liberties looks like. Exactly so. I think we even said that the other day when we were doing the stream. That's an attack on your civil liberties in a big way. You need to stop this shit. You can't let this thing ride. Do you like your new reface I did here?
Walk down the street and take your dildo down the subway if you want.
Oh yeah, call Schmuckley. See, I said it, Jax. Schmuckley. You like your new reface here, Shanta? I just did that this
I like
morning.
that reface.
It's wild. It's exciting. It's exciting. You're just I can't tell if you're laughing or growling. What is this? What is this? What is this? What is this?
This is UK farmers on the way into Brussels.
Oh yes, the
impressive,
farmers.
And you're not hearing about this anywhere. I have it muted. Don't unmute it so we don't take a strike for whatever stupid music people put behind these freaking videos.
Yeah, it makes it a
Can't
little
share 'em
hard.
when there's music, you know?
Yeah, no, that's true. Yeah, and I've got to hand it to all those farmers. I am with the farmers in spirit. I wish I was with them with my presence. Back them 100%. When you stop supporting the people, your sisters and brothers, you've basically given it away. You cannot allow this to happen.
Farmers grow the food you eat.
Yes, you cannot let them get away with this shit. You must get out there. You must fight back, push back on this. This is fascism at its worst. What do you got here?
This is my favorite story of tonight, I gotta tell you. So, Macron and Zelensky were chummy hanging out, and they held hands just a little too long. The embrace seemed a little crazy, and that has sparked all these rumors now that Macron is gay and that he's married to, I don't even know. Just play it. There's no sound on this one either. You go ahead and click to add to title.
What happened? What happened?
I don't know.
It didn't work here. Let's try it again.
I muted this one. There's no sound on this one either because somebody put love music in the background, which was funny, but just you don't have to have the music to realize how awkward this is and how long they hold this embrace. It just seems a little weird. Wait for the hug and the kiss. The hug and the kiss is coming.
Oh, can I vomit now or do I have to wait for that too?
Oh, here it comes.
Oh my God.
And then wait. No, I can't let go of you. I can't. I won't.
I'm waiting for him to grab his ass. What is he gonna? Is he gonna grab his ass, or do they cut that one?
Oh no, this side too. You got to do this side. I'm French.
Oh my God.
Oh no, can't let go yet. I won't let go.
Are they gonna do a swing dance here or what?
Dude, they hold on to each other for 1 minute and 30 seconds. That's insane.
Oh.
This is kind of crazy. So anyway, Macron finally speaks out over claims that his wife Brigitte was born a man. French president discusses effect on the couple's intimacy after his stepdaughter reintroduced the rumor in an interview. And French President Macron, 47, fires back for the first time at claims his wife, 70 years old, was born a man. So he likes a cougar.
He likes the cougar. Well, okay, whatever. I just
That's crazy. I don't know. Apparently he's suicidal. We're hearing all kinds of crazy shit about Macron. Now he wasn't very happy last time we saw him in that ice cream shop with Biden. And remember the week before, the farmers were coming after him, and that's when he said he wanted to start World War III and send troops to the border. And tonight, as we went live, I did see video of convoys that are apparently moving through France on
Don't do it. Don't do it.
I haven't seen it confirmed, but how crazy could that little shit be if he's actually sending military to the Ukrainian border?
Yeah. That's pretty crazy. That's pretty crazy.
Saying he is. I'm just saying there's some speculation that he might be.
You brought Mr. Ketchup Man, Heinz Ketchup Man here. What's going on with this guy?
Well, John Kerry says people would feel better about the Ukrainian war if Russia would reduce its emissions. Oh my God. I believe that Russia has the ability to be able to make enormous changes if it really wanted to.
Well, that's pretty ironic considering the American U.S. military is one of the biggest emitters in the world. So, hey, John, check your own house before you start pooing on somebody else's house there, buddy. He needs to go. All these dinosaurs need to go away. They need to go away. Well, our executive producer has done it again. Linda, our executive producer, has a hell of a yum-yum coming at us just in one moment here, but let me read the title, and then we'll get going. Take one time America forgot to be racist. That one time, America forgot to be racist over 180 years ago. Here we go, Linda. I know she's going to knock it out of the park again.
That one time America forgot to be racist, over 180 years ago, March 9th. On this date in 1841, the U.S. Supreme Court ruled that the Africans who seized control of the Spanish schooner La Amistad, killing its captain and cook, had been illegally enslaved, and that they would not be returned to Cuba to face charges of piracy and murder. The court reasoned that since the 35 Africans legally weren't slaves, they had a natural right to fight for their freedom.
Jesus.
Let's ponder that last part again. A U.S. court at any point in time said that people held captive had a natural right to fight for their freedom. My, how things have changed. The Africans from La Amistad were released but had to lay over in Farmington, Connecticut, until they could raise enough money for the return trip to Africa. Honestly, the U.S. should have footed the bill for their journey home, but it's not insignificant that the Africans were granted liberty by a U.S. court. It seems like a fairly progressive decision when you understand America's problem with racism. She was born with it. So enamored with itself for doing mostly the right thing in the United States versus the Amistad case, America has released a movie about it, built several monuments to it, and even made a replica of the ship called Freedom Schooner Amistad. You can take tours of the village and houses where the Africans stayed until they raised the fare home. If you could just forget about history before March 9th, 1841, and the 183 years of murder and oppression committed against Black Americans since then, the U.S. thinks that would be great. How many members of the current U.S. Supreme Court would advocate captives rise up against their captors? Or can even tell the difference between captives and captors? My guess is it's a big fat goose egg, and today the story of La Amistad would end with 35 convictions for murder and piracy, plus anti-Semitism and misgendering, for good measure, because that's where we are now. Hashtag, hey, America Palestinians have a natural right to fight for their freedom.
We've got one of the best executive producers in this lane. She's amazing. She's amazing. Out of the park, Linda. That was fantastic. Nice thing. One point on that. Linda is going to be cutting these up and putting them out on our streams. So I can't wait.
Yay!
And she should, because they really, really do. Kudos to Linda on that. Fantastic. The message was right on, too. Right on. What do you got here? Fee says?
Oh, it was International Women's Day, and Fee says, wonderful to have international warmongers funding the death of women in Gaza. Feel proud to be a woman on this day. As a woman, I'm so glad killing other women and children is intersectional in 2024, so all genders and ethnicities can murder with equality, with equal opportunity. We are an example. When I was a little girl, women did not have equal rights. Now fast forward to 2024 and look at how far we've come. Of course, that was my parents taught me you don't have to play it for time, but
okay, yeah,
I think it's in German or something.
I can't stomach her anyway. She's she's sickening.
But Fee nailed it. Fee nailed
it.
Yeah,
once again.
Celebrating these international warmongering, genocidal, fucking maniacs because they've got a vagina. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, they got a vagina, so that proofs them on all criticisms of what monsters they are.
That might not actually be true, right?
Yeah, it could be. I don't know. I don't know. You brought this one
you
a
have
Chink.
to identify as having a vagina.
This is Chink Uger, all one vote.
Chink.
So.
Jake, he got one vote for himself on Super Tuesday and decided, well, it was time that the American people didn't stand with him any longer, so he dropped out.
So when's he going to endorse Biden?
Oh, you probably already has, and this meathead explained. Oh my God!
I know that's a vision that you're not going to be able to get out of your head. I see that. I put that in there for you. Sorry, not sorry. You got cream of bullshit. CNN cream of bullshit here. What's going on with this?
Cream of bullshit. CNN. CNN wants you to believe that Biden is polling at 62%.
Oh yeah, that's this. Yeah, I saw this the other day. I just laughed.
62% said they're going to move in the right direction. 38% said they're going to move the country in the wrong direction. But keep an eye on that 62%, because we also asked how people felt that way prior to the speech. And if you compare here, before the speech started, these speech watchers, only 45% said Biden's policy would move the U.S. in the right direction. With watching the speech, that went up from 45% to 62%. Again, sort of within the...
I thought that guy worked at The Price is Right. He's on CNN now?
I know. Is that Tubin's long-lost brother? Who is that?
Must be. It must be. But in context, and they put it in the bottom of the screen here, it's the State of the Union. It was a poll that CNN conducted of all the shit libs there, and they threw in a couple of negatives.
Out of their ass.
They're pulling it out of their ass. So once again, CNN with their bullcrap noise. Cream of bullshit. There it is. Now you brought this. Tell me.
This fellow finally totally discredited himself, saying that Trump quote,
tell me
this
isn't. Oh God, this is doing it too. We're having a problem with YouTube doing these, playing the video playback on this.
Turn it to manual.
Yeah, I just did. I just did. So what do we got here? What is this?
Okay, so this is your MSNBC cream of bullshit. So MSNBC is so fucking butthurt that Mitch McConnell has officially endorsed Trump again. And they had to show you all of the times that he hated Trump over the last 4 years. And then they stomped their feet. And I just brought you a little piece of it. It's kind of funny.
Okay.
He put a gun to his head and pulled the trigger. Couldn't have happened at a better by the fact that this fellow finally totally discredited himself, saying that Trump, quote, was pretty thoroughly discredited by this. He put a gun to his head and pulled the trigger. Couldn't have happened at a better time. When Trump dined with white nationalist Nick Fuentes, McConnell had this to say.
If Donald Trump wins the Republican nomination, would you support him?
Look, let me just say again, there is simply no room in the Republican Party for anti-Semitism or white supremacy. And that would apply to all of the leaders in the party who will be seeking offices.
No room in the party. More strong words from McConnell, who, despite years of shameless politicking on behalf of his party, seemed to have finally and definitively gotten off the Trump train, which leads us to this.
You have news on an endorsement for Trump? A big one indeed. Mitch McConnell, the Republican leader, endorsing Donald Trump, the presumptive nominee.
And I'll be honest here, I very, very naively thought that when Mitch McConnell came out and admitted that Trump was responsible for January 6th, when he admitted that he was exhilarated by Trump discrediting himself, when he admitted that there was no room in the party for him, that maybe, just maybe, McConnell was willing to put the country above his brazen allegiance to his party. I couldn't.
Yeah, I'm laughing at MSNBS. There you go. Once again. They're worse than CNN, I think.
They're so sad. Mitchie double backstabbed them. How dare he?
Oh no, Mitch! We got to do that because we're not going to have any anti-Semitism in the party. What do you got here? What's going on here?
Oh, did you see that it was announced this week that X is considering removing likes and reposts from content, so you
can't
see when
somebody's the metaphor,
getting,
but I do want to use.
Ratioed, right? I mean, this is exactly what YouTube did when we kept going and ratioing CNN and all these other fucking channels, and now they're going to do it on X. What is the point of X if you can't see how many likes something has or how many times it's been retweeted?
I know. That's, they've taken the down thumbs off of just about everything.
Oh, I watch them in real time. The thumbs come off, like...
Yeah, but they took the ratios down because they were getting ratioed so bad it wasn't being able to propagandize their message anymore because people saw that ratio and they knew it was bullshit.
Ready to do the same thing.
And X is, please don't do that. Come on, Musk.
They're going to, though. It'll be so boring and not even worth being over there if you can't see who's getting fucking ratioed and their ass handed to them.
Yeah, if Musk does that, I'm going to do a fuck you like he did for Iger or, at Disney. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah.
If you want us to,
have.
yeah, well, it's,
I'm like,
yeah, yeah. Now you brought this one. Is this Tucker? Who's he talking to here?
This is, you guys, we all have something to look forward to. Tucker and Fredo are going to hang out. And Fredo, yeah. He was all excited, and here's a little clip of it.
Okay. I'm going to see if I can get this thing to work. It keeps jumping.
Not to exhaust the metaphor, but I do want to use it as a reason why I am trying to get us back into the way of conversation. We're so tribal, so siloed because of this party.
Oh, shit. Did it again.
Not to exhaust the metaphor, but I do want to use giving a platform. That's the new word for censoring, right? I'm giving Tucker Carlson a platform. I'm talking to him about who he is and what he's about and why he does what he does. Why he's bad. And that's the end of the analysis. But look where it's gotten us.
Of course, I couldn't agree with you more, which is why we're here, and I think both of us have tried to talk directly to people that we disagree with legitimately on some things.
So I still want to know why you came after me as much as you did.
Because I'm a dick, probably. Because it was easy.
The First Amendment is not absolute. It does not.
I don't know. I still hear it. I still hear it
got it
playing.
playing in a secondary window. Kill the secondary window. Do the drop down, hit the format. It's in the video playback.
Last year and a half is to chill the federal government.
I don't know.
What is that? What is that? That's not Como.
So that misinformation and disinformation.
I don't know where that's coming
from.
from.
That's the next clip. That's the next clip.
Is that the next clip? Holy
That's
crap.
the next clip. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. We got gremlins, man.
It's doing it to me too. Oh, that's weird.
That is weird. All right. So what's this about? What's going on here?
Okay, so this is Democrats begging for censorship, you know, because that's what they do.
Yeah, that's what Democrats do. Oh,
Maybe
it's
we can get to
memology.
play, or only play once, hopefully.
Mr. Chairman, you continually say that.
Jeez.
That it used to be that both parties agreed with the First Amendment. It didn't used to be.
I'm really getting frustrated with this tonight. This is terrible.
What is going on here? Just hit play and leave it alone.
With the First Amendment. It didn't
They're
used
only
to
a
be.
minute long.
It is. It remains the case. We all agree with the First Amendment, but the problem is that the First Amendment is not absolute. It does not protect any single thing anyone says, and there are limits, and that's important. And what this committee has been trying to do for the last year and a half is to chill the federal government from monitoring what is going on social media and otherwise out there, so that misinformation and disinformation can run rampant on Elon Musk's social platform and every other social platform, so that the Republicans, can benefit from it in November's election. That is why this committee exists,
The time of the gentleman.
and we have gotten no evidence to support any of these allegations.
The chair recognizes the gentleman from South
You're right. It is cry harder.
I just want to let you know that sometimes you gotta shut the fuck up.
Sometimes you gotta shut the fuck up.
You gotta shut the fuck up. I don't think you're a bad person. I just don't want to hear you talking anymore. You gotta shut the fuck up.
Ah!
You gotta shut the fuck up. For sure. That is just disgusting. Oh my God, the Republicans aren't stopping misinformation and disinformation over on Elon's platform because they want to cheat.
Yeah, sure. Who's cheating the most these days? Take a number. Take a number. What do you got here? Parts falling off these airplanes again?
I don't know if it's safe to fly as an American anymore. I mean, you're going to get goosed and, NS date and eye scan just to get on a plane that's going to fall out of the sky. I don't know. It's a little scary. Yeah, what we saw one burst into flames, lost an engine in the Gulf of Mexico, had to come back to Texas. Then we had another one that lost its fucking tire. And then another one lost its landing gear. Like, what? I don't think Pete's doing a very good job of inspecting these planes.
Holy crap. That's scary. And these are all Boeing? Are they Boeing planes?
Most
They're
of
all
them are Boeing. I think maybe one of them might have been an Airbus, but yeah, equally. Well, come on. We put no money into infrastructure. We privatized it. We give it to fucking companies that are going to save a buck anyway in every way they fucking can. And you think that these machines are well-maintained and safe?
Well, they're cutting corners. They have to be.
Always cutting corners. That's the bottom line of capitalism. So, yeah, you're risking your fucking ass, and it's starting to show. Because we used to have regulatory agencies that made sure these things were somewhat safe. Yeah, they were corrupt, but they met the standard. They ain't meeting the standard anymore.
They're not. They're not. Do we have a regulatory agency for Krispy Kreme? Is that what this is? What is this?
The Food and Drug Administration? Yeah. This is a new concept. I don't know. It's called Bee Friendly.
Bee
Are
friendly?
you okay with bees like walking on your food?
I don't think this is a good idea. Let's take a look.
Mi gente, esto es primera vez que lo veo. Be friendly. Be friendly.
What?
Sienta bien. Miren la abeja. No lo puedo ver, no. No lo puedo ver.
No.
Aguante Crispy. Aguante Crispy Green.
It's like, I like the Krispy Kreme, but no, I'm not going to do it.
What if somebody bites one that's hidden in the
They
thing?
say it's perfectly healthy, even if the bees poop on it. Like, bees poop won't.
Well, I'm worried about getting sting. What do you get, an EpiPen?
Right?
You get an EpiPen with each donut?
To get a Krispy Kreme.
Yeah. So they have.
I'm bee friendly, but so is Oz. I love always busting this out every spring. You know.
Yeah, I know. I got my thing going on. That's really me too, by the way. No, it isn't, but it does look like me. So I should do that. Joey would just die laughing if I came out in that costume.
She would.
She would love that. She would love this. This just pisses me off again. Here you go, guys. Shanda, you want to read that for everybody?
The average hip replacement in the USA is $40,000. You can go to Spain and get it done for, $7,300. So that means I can literally fly to Spain, live in Madrid for 2 years, learn Spanish, run with the bulls, get trampled, get my hip replaced again, and fly home for less than the cost of a hip replacement in the United States. Oh,
So true. Well, a lot of people still go to Mexico and out of the country to get dental work done. Mostly,
God, yeah. Thailand, frickin' Mexico, all over to get their teeth done. Philippines, go ahead and skip Colbert. Not even worth it.
Yeah, he isn't worth it.
Well,
We do want to win.
Yule, and he's like begging for AI to come take over. He's like, I can't wait.
We don't have a Sabby Says tonight because Sabby is in New York celebrating her birthday. So happy birthday to you. Wishing you the best day ever, Sabby Sabs. And thanks for all of your contributions to Beauty and the Boomer, Sabby, whether you know that you're doing it or not. Thank you. We appreciate it. We appreciate it. And always good to feature Sabrina. I'm going to skip the next one, too. Actually, do you want to bring that Monday, or should we run that next one?
Neil says? Yeah, let's do Neil says.
Okay, I'm going to try.
We don't have much more. We're about to hit Meme Alley, so.
Okay, here we go.
We got time.
Most recently, the enemy has deployed its most effective weapon, which is, believe it or not, nothing more sophisticated than name calling.
Listen closely.
The enemy initiates the cry of racist, fascist, extremist, anti-Semitic, all the old favourites. Whatever seems most likely to cause the necessary pain and division. And who picks up those weapons, those sticks and stones, and uses them against their neighbours, the supposed allies? The people who should, after all this time, having seen through the gaslighting once, should be able to see that it keeps happening. And it's in this way that we the people, are kept in our individual boxes, isolated from one another, from neighbours and potential allies, always fearful that by saying anything at all, they'll be targeted by that name calling. It's enough to bring a tear to a glass eye. It shouldn't be this way. It should be about setting aside the differences. Because the traditional battle lines and sides of old are meaningless now and should be forgotten. It's not about right and left. It's about right and wrong. And having seen the lies once, all I can advise is to hold the line. The enemy lied about COVID and lockdowns and so much else. And with that knowledge, look at Ukraine, look at the climate hoax, look at the plausible genocide in Gaza, and know that liars lie. It's what they do. And it's what they'll do about the next thing, and the next thing after that, if we're not paying attention at all times. If and when we simply stand together in the face of them, what a fright they'll get. It's really that simple.
That was a good message, and he's absolutely right, Oz, and that's why we do what we do. It's not easy to sit up here and give an opinion. You're going to get called anti-Semitic. You're going to get called terrible things, but we have to. We have to call it out.
Yeah, they've been dividing us for years. We're going to have to reach out to our neighbors And we're going to have to work together on at least the things we agree on, because once we work together on things we agree on, we can actually work on the things that we don't agree on. But the politicians, the entirety of the U.S. government, are full of liars, no matter what side of the party thing they're on. They are not representing the people. They are violating their oath of office every damn day. And we've given you examples of that tonight, especially that dude in Tennessee, Chucky, crazy. But Neil's right, and this is nothing new. We've been saying this for a long time. We, the people, we have to reach out to our neighbors and, those that are reasonable at least, we hope, and we can come to a consensus, because they're winning, guys, and they're all criminals. There's nothing we can do otherwise. We need to get these points across. What do you got here?
Oh, so I brought this just for you. I've been sitting on it all week. Okay, so today I learned that the thumbs up is rude. So when somebody sends you a message and you just hit the thumbs up back, like, okay, I got your message. Well, apparently they don't like it. The Gen Zers, the millennials, they think it's rude. This.
Really?
Yeah, thumbs up. You do that. Yeah, I do it. I mean, we do it back and forth all the time, right?
Why is it rude, though?
Okay, well, play it.
Okay. All right. Let's see what it is.
Yo, I guess I'm gonna need to be the one to explain to all of the 40-year-old people and above, so 40 plus. Yo, you guys keep sending out these thumbs up emojis, and they look more like this to the Gen Z and millennials. Yo, we depict the thumbs up as a it's rude.
What?
Yeah.
Bullshit. I'm calling bullshit on that.
Are you calling bullshit?
Yeah, you know what? I'm not going to... That's like me having to say my pronouns or something, being forced to do something that I don't feel like I want to do. But the thumbs up sign has been around forever, right? And it's a universal language thing. What are you... You're grinning, Chanda. Come on, tell me. What are you thinking?
Oh, no, they have all kinds of things that, that they say and do, but every generation does, right? I remember my grandmother telling me, and so she was raised in the 30s, and a saying that they would always say, 30s and early 40s, was that's what it says in the book, or that's what the good book says. That's how they'd end a sentence. So, like every generation has their thing, whatever. I'm not going to stop sending them to you, but I probably won't. Kate just flooded the chat with thumbs up.
Well, yeah, and I can
to the kids, they won't use it.
I can give the finger too, but again,
but I get what they're saying, because it kind of does look like. It does look like I get it. I get what they're saying.
Well, okay, then we can agree to disagree. But I do not refer to my congressional person as the honorable anything. They're lying criminals.
Oh my God! Why are they honorable?
Or the honorable judge, or any of this honorable. Yeah. You've got to earn that title. You don't just get elected and have those titles. Come on.
The worst. When are we going to do something about the corrupt goddamn justice?
It's impossible. It's impossible. What do you got here?
You there sharing all the truth. Keep that shit up. I love it. Yeah, we do love it. Keep sharing the truth.
And we've got Meme Alley here. Stick around, everybody, if you can. We are going out with Cars tonight, and Chanda heard it. She gave me a thumbs up on the outro tonight. So, yeah.
I gave him a thumbs up, right?
Yeah, so it wasn't this kind. It was this kind. So, whatever. Meme Alley. So, I think I did help with one of these Meme Alley ones. And I believe this is it. This is the only one I put in here. So we've got this. Biden mumbles half a sentence and the Democrats, oh my God, hallelujah, Joe Biden. Is that kind of like really what they do? And you brought these, right?
Let's see. Trying to pick my favorite politician is like trying to decide which STD is right for me.
Oh my God. That one's great.
That was a good one. Things are not getting worse. They are getting uncovered. We must hold each other tight and continue to pull back the veil. That's true.
Yeah, absolutely true. This next one really hit home with me. I think this is the winner for tonight as far as the memes go. This one right here.
Yeah, clocks go back this weekend. Hopefully back to when we could afford groceries. Actually, they go forward. But
yeah. Yeah, well, let's go back to when we could afford groceries. And
I don't
you
want to go
brought.
forward to what they're going to be like in 10 years. That's scary.
And what do you got here?
Me watching drug dealers and OnlyFans girls buy their 5th house while I work a 9 to 5 and can barely afford milk.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God. And it's Remember When again, and you still got Alyssa Milano in there. What's going on?
I know. I still haven't had time. I actually thought about it, though, so now that I've thought about it,
No, I appreciate that. I really do. And what do you got this? You got right here.
Remember when? Yeah, this is. Remember when you could lay in one position for hours and now you have to rotate like a rotisserie chicken every 15 minutes or a hip hurts?
Yeah, that's me. My lower lumbar, my back.
Right?
Yeah, I've been laying on my right
back.
side forever and I can't switch. So yeah, that's very painful. And this was pretty right on too. I really enjoyed this. This was great.
Oh, I love this one. When a cougar gets so old she needs a hearing aid, she becomes a deaf leopard. I'm definitely going to be a deaf leopard.
Oh,
I'm well
that's
on
a
my
good one.
way. Let's see. Hey, kids. Here's some identification that you'll need for the rest of your life, but you are not allowed to laminate it. And we went ahead and printed it on gas station toilet paper for you.
That's exactly the truth too. Yeah.
That's so true. United States Social Security cards are a fucking joke. Mine's laminated. I was like,
Well, I keep mine in one of those metal cases that's like air controlled, so it doesn't get crustier. It's like coming from Tutankhamun's tomb anymore because
Can I just tell you, I've had so many because I am the Elizabeth Taylor of my family, so I get a new one every like 10 years with a new name.
Oh my God.
When I get called in, I have more AKAs. There's like 10 of them. And I've had a cop to me like, holy shit, what are you, like some career criminal? It's like, no, I've just been married a lot.
Yeah, that's great. I'm glad that you got fresh ones. I've got my original from 1959, 1960. So yeah, I still got it. You bought this too, and I love the Bugs Bunny one.
Does it have 4 numbers on it?
Thank you very little, Shanda. I appreciate that very much.
When you add a new Facebook friend and they start telling people to vote blue no matter who, yeah, we don't do that here. And remember when Bugs Bunny fucking shot somebody because he wouldn't stop coughing?
Yeah, I do remember that. One of my favorite episodes. So
it was great.
It was great. I brought the fashion. Did you know that it was Paris 2024 Fashion Week and trends that will define fall? But what a lot of you failed to notice, chia. But what you failed to notice was that it was sponsored by Adam Smith's gardening service. Lawn and garden services cheaper than retail price. Buy clothing and accessories, lifestyle products for women and men. I think that's just perfect, you know. So they're the.
I didn't even look at this. That was good.
Oh yeah, this is who's sponsoring the Paris Fashion Week this year. So anyway, I was fine with that.
That makes sense. That was fun.
And it's time. This is really becoming a labor of love, and I'm starting to love it. But we have the Shit Lib Book Club recommendation for this week, everybody. And it is, believe it or not, Shit Lib Book Club recommendations for this week. Nancy Pelosi, Erotic Stories, Scoring Ecstasy and Viagra for the Senate Orgy by Jim Clyburn. And I think that's a great depiction of Nancy there, don't you think? And accurate, I must say myself.
Who is she scoring from? Dianne Feinstein?
No, I think that's Jim Clyburn in the wheelchair there,
Okay.
so I'm not quite sure. Then we have Joe Biden's 8th term. Hurry up, a lifetime of agony, dead ahead. And I had to expand that cover picture so everybody could see. After Joe Biden has 8 years in his term, this is what it's going to look like in the White House. Just so you know, what they're accusing Joe Biden of doing, or Trump of wanting to do, be the permanent president. I think that's what they're pushing for Joe Biden, don't you, Shanda?
Yeah, it's not going to be Joe Biden though. It's all going to be a bunch of and this whole uncommitted delegates campaign It's playing right into their hand of wanting to replace Biden at the convention. So they're duping the people, using the people, and then they're going to roll out whoever the Citibank and the smoke-filled back rooms decide it's going to be their puppet and figurehead. And who knows who it's going to be? It could be. There's a lot of speculation. It could be Michelle. It could be, there's a lot of them. Shit, it could be Barack or fucking Hillary.
Oh my God. Well,
oh my God.
Anyway.
Oh my God.
Hey, you're starting to horn in on my Shitlib book club covers here. I see this. Stoner Corner.
Stoner Corner. Let's see. Easter egg hunt for grown-ups. Yeah, I would be running for that one. And your childhood ruined. Mommy is too fucking high to cook.
Yeah, that's great.
No,
I love
I'm just
it.
the opposite though, because I get high and then I cook because I'm stoned and I want something good.
Gives you the munchies. And of course, we got what do we got? One? We got one here. Oh, two. I'm sorry, two. Hollywood, go fuck yourself. Please go fuck yourself. And you brought this one, and that is Mayor Adams. That is
Mayor Adams and
P.
he's
Diddy,
a rapper.
Diddy?
It's not
P.
not
Diddy?
P. Diddy though. It looks like P. Diddy, but I think it's somebody else. It's either P. Diddy or somebody else. But still, this is what Mayor Adams is doing. And did you see the whole Democrats hip hop campaign?
Oh yeah, that was Seeing RFK Jr. pull that shit just made me want to puke. So once again, and your favorite, not mine, of course, Luke Skywalker. This, unlike fine wine, Luke Skywalker has aged poorly, and that's satire. Everybody, we have a satire show.
Force is not with him.
It is not with him at all. He's as bad as Meathead. I think he has to be.
They
as
are.
bad as,
Well, I don't know because you got George DeCobb there.
Yeah, George. Yeah, Star Trek Star Trek. George Sulu, and then on Clooney and the rest of these Hollywood idiots. They're just like, oh, are you kidding me? And I do have to shout out.
Have you heard? They're really upset because the Jews are underrepresented in Hollywood.
Oh yeah, I know. I've heard that.
I hope they're going to do something about that.
Yeah, Glenn Greenwald did a nice satire on that one a couple months ago.
Glenn killed it. I
don't know how he kept a straight face through all that. We made it to the end. We've got a terrific outro tonight, everybody. But next week, guess what? What is next week? It's Valentine's Day. No, it's not. Next week, it's St. Patty's Day, and there is our cover thumb for next week. How do I look with that beard? I love that beard. Yeah.
Yeah, I was out at the Walmart and they jacked up the prices of the corned beefs. Like, oh, you bastards, $40 for a corned beef? Seriously?
You can afford corned beef? God.
No, I didn't buy one. I looked at them just to see how far they jacked them up price-wise.
I'm gonna make a little piece of hamburger in the shape of a corned beef and write corned beef on the side of it in Cheese Whiz. So that'll be my St. Patty's Day thing. So how's everybody in the chat? Did we make it through? Did everybody? No, we still got.
Make it through, and we're not in a hurry to get out, so we can say hi to our chats. Chats, thank you so much for hanging out with us. That's P. Daddy. Jim said that was P. Daddy. Yeah, the mayor's got so much time. Crime's not a problem. He can hang out with the likes of P. Diddy, who we might add has had so many allegations laid against him lawsuit wise. I mean, the whisperings is that he is the rap industry's Jeffrey Epstein.
Oh, great. That's all we need. Yeah. Another Jeffrey. Yeah.
No, they're all over it. They're all over it.
They're all over it.
Hey, Rumble, what's up? Oh my gosh, Rumble, what is up? There is 27 watching on Rumble.
Wow. Wow.
Nobody hanging out on Rumble tonight? No, there's a bunch of you hanging out. So welcome. Thank you so much for joining us and watching. We're here every Saturday night and have been for many years.
God, we got 180 over on Rokfin, and I always multiply everything by a factor of 10 at least. So just remember that we are satire. I wanna thank everybody for their generous super chats tonight. It really does help us a lot. Thank you so much. It keeps us going, and as long as you come in and want us to do something on Saturday night, we'll be doing our best to be here every Saturday night. Chanda, you want to give us?
Till it all goes up in flames, or the internet goes quiet.
Well, yeah, that'll be it. What's your schedule this week? What do you got going on?
My schedule. Guess what? I'm doing a special with Brother Pasta. We're doing Pasta to Go. I'm going to be guest hosting over there on the 12th. So what is that? Tuesday?
Tuesday, yeah.
I'm super excited. I haven't hung out with Brother P in a couple of months anyway, so I'm excited for that. And of course, I got Trailer Park Pundit on Monday, which I'm already working on. I got a bunch of stories already building over there, so yeah, my normal schedule. And then, did you hear about Misty?
Yeah, I did. I was just gonna say, yeah, I am bummed. They can't. Did they cancel her show, or just everybody that was an hour?
Her show. Everybody that was an hour show. I think they just couldn't keep up the production for all of them. I don't know what it's like over there. I don't know if they get paid. I don't know. I've dealt with their engineers. They're very professional, so I'm assuming that they must pay for some of it. But yeah, bummer.
Yeah,
and it was such a great outlet for everybody in independent media, and Misty was like the central hub. Everybody goes to Misty, right? So we got to get Misty somewhere else. And I sent her a message that said, you ever need an engineer, you ever need a production assistant, you freaking call me. I always got your back, because I do. And I think that Misty does such a great service of networking so many activists from around the world that we got to make sure she
absolutely. And you and Linda are terrific engineers and production people. You're the best. So
I'm getting
yeah,
better.
we appreciate.
Linda's amazing. Oh,
yeah, she's killing it. She's killing it. So without further ado, I think we're going to be here next Saturday. Is the day before St. Patty's Day, so it's going to be St. Patty's Day. Yeah, so we'll hit it next Saturday.
I want to dress up.
Yeah, we're going to dress up. We are not going to be floating heads next Saturday. We will have backgrounds in our little boxes.
No, I would be a floating head, though.
Yeah, but you can't use the green screen if you're wearing green. So, I've got some.
My Assange stuff. I have a ton of clovers for Assange from when we went to DC a couple of years ago. So.
Oh, cool.
Yay.
No, that'll be good.
I got flashy earrings and stuff.
Yeah, I've got some green suspenders somewhere that I want to find. Hopefully, I can wear those so I don't get pinched. So anyway. Well,
I got out in the yard today. I'm tired, but I feel good. Like I pulled.
Oh, you look good. I got out there too. Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready to hit the sack though. It's been a long week, and I'm just glad that everybody showed up tonight. I want to thank everybody out there. We so appreciate it. Yeah, Misty is leaving. Well, I don't know. She's not doing any more shows over there, right? Kate was asking. TNT. Misty.
No, I don't know when. I think it was like pretty. Happening right now, right? I don't know. You guys would know better than me, but
yeah, they just let her know like Thursday.
Hold on, I'm looking for. Holy crap! Yeah, once I get the chat to load, I'll throw some wrenches. Hi, Holly. Welcome. We'll give you a wrench here in a second. Thanks for joining us. Everybody gets a wrench in our chat because we are true democracy.
Yeah, and you guys can duke it out if you got a problem, but hopefully you'll reach out and embrace your neighbor, and we will work together. We're definitely going to need that because we're against the big odds up there. They're running the show, and they're running us into the ground. Once again, check out our lower third there. Oh, I want to see. Let me see if this one's up. I want to make sure that everybody remembers that.
Ooh, I like that one.
Beauty and the Boomer, we support ceasefire now and always. So we are definitely not for any kind of war in any way, shape, or form.
We're true anti-war. I know.
Yeah,
Imagine that.
absolutely.
Somebody on the left that supports anti-war.
And I've got friends of mine who are saying it's okay this time, and I tell them, well, when is it not going to be okay ever? If you go this time, it's going to be an excuse next time too. Stop it,
Well, Harris just wants a 6-week break to vacation.
Yeah, she wants to pause. She just wants to
ceasefire. The Palestinians a 6-week vacation from being bombed and genocided.
Stop your damn wars. Anyway, we're going to get out of here. These are two great covers of the Cars. The second one is my favorite. I know we've heard it forever, but this kid, he does it so well. It's beautiful. Drive. But My Best Friend's Girl is what we're going to head out with here, and here we go. Good night, everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you for all your support. Have a great evening.
I'll see you Monday.
Love you guys.
always dancing down the street with your sweet blue eyes. And every new boy that you meet, he doesn't know the real surprise. Here she comes again when she's dancing beneath the starry sky. Here she comes again when she's dancing beneath the starry sky. I kinda like the way she dips. She's my best friend's girl. She's my best friend's girl. She used to be mine. You've got your nuclear boots and your drip dry glove. And when you bite your lip, it's a reaction to love. Here she comes again when she's dancing beneath the starry sky. She'll make you flip. Here she comes again when she's dancing beneath the starry sky. I kinda like the way she dips. She's my best friend's girl. She's my best friend's girl. She used to be mine. Dancing down the street with your sweet blue eyes. And every new boy that you meet, he doesn't know the real surprise. Here she comes again when she's dancing beneath the starry sky. She'll make you flip. Here she comes again when she's dancing beneath the starry sky. I really like the way she dips. She's my best friend's girl. She's my best friend's girl. She used to be mine. She's so fine. My best friend's girlfriend. My best friend's girlfriend. Used to be mine. My best friend's girlfriend. My best friend's girl. She used to be mine. My best friend's girlfriend. My best friend's girlfriend. My best friend's girlfriend. My best friend's girl. She used to be mine.
nothing's wrong. Who's trying to drive you home tonight? Who's trying to hold you down when you shake? And who's trying to come around when you break? You can't go on thinking nothing's wrong. Who's gonna drive you home tonight? Oh, you know you can't go on thinking nothing's wrong. Who's gonna drive you home?